Guys, let's continue building our Next.js format. Today we will continue with the server actions. We'll also see the importance of path helper and create the folder structure to support the app view. So let's start the journey. In the start of this series, we have seen this wireframe design. It's a rough idea of what our app will finally look. To make the app as is in this image, we have to define some folder structures. And before creating those folders, we have to first identify those different routes that will form the app view. As of now, we have a home page. Then we have a topics page, which will display posts from specific topic. Then we have a post create page and a show post page. That's it. Later we may add a few more routes. For now, it's enough. Now, in order to avoid retyping of these routes all over the app hierarchy, and to avoid the hassle of changing instances multiple times at different spots, we'll need a common path helper file. A path helper is a simple structure that provides access to all the required routes from a single file. In this way, we can make changes at one spot whenever required, and these changes will easily be applied to everywhere throughout the app structure. So, without wasting any more time, let's create this path helper file. Create a new file called path.ts inside src folder. This file must reside in the root of our app. In this file, create a constant named path. It will have a bunch of functions that return specific paths. In this way, we can reuse the function call wherever required throughout the app. Also, we may change the paths here to update the app without much effort. So, start with the home function that will return the root path. Then we have topic show function. It will take a topic slug as parameter and return the path structure. A slug is basically a string that identifies the topic. It may be a complete URL or just a topic name. Ideally, the slug should be in lowercase, but here we can leave it as it is. Next, create a function for new post creation. This function will also take topic slug as parameter and return the path for post creation route. The whole idea of this path helper file is to drive all possible routes through predefined function. This is the best way to avoid spelling errors, especially in large web apps. Similarly, create another function to show post. This function will take both topic slug and post ID. In return, it will give the path to show the specific post using its topic and ID. In the end, simply export the path from this file and save it. Now let's test if our path helper is working or not. Simply import path from the paths.ts file and homepage. Then console log output of these functions and observe the results carefully. That's it for path helpers. It's working fine, so let's move on to our next topic. Next, we have to create these routes. It requires specific folder structure. So let's start building the actual routes. Start by creating a new folder inside the app directory. Call it topic. We have already defined these paths in the helper file. Here we have to create their exact locations. Hence, create a page.tsx file inside this new topic directory. This will be the entry point for topics. I haven't yet decided what to show here, but maybe we will use it for something special. For now, continue adding other routes, especially for post. Add a new folder with dynamic name inside the topics directory. This one is very special. It will have a dynamic name that is slug. We will use it as the topic slug to show post list from specific topics. Just like the previous one, add a page.tsx file inside this folder and it will become the actual display. For now, I'll show the received topic with some text in this page. We will update everything soon, so stay tuned. Similarly, create another folder inside this dynamic route folder. Name it Post. Inside this Post directory, we will create two separate folders. One is new and another is a wildcard ID folder. This one is also dynamic. Next, add page.tsx file in both these folders and show specific content. The route for new post is simple, and right now, just keep it simple. Write something to indicate the page requirement. For the ID page, this one is important as it will show the post and all comments related to this post. Inside this file, create an interface to define the incoming parameters. We will get the topic slug and post ID. For now, simply use it to displace these details. Later, we will use it to show actual post data to our users. Once done, test the output in your browser for each routes. That's it for folder and file structure. Up to now, we have created the routes for topic, post, and other intermediate folders. Wrap up with a quick review. After this, we will finish today's session with creating the required server action for all the Create features. In this final part, we will create the layout for a few necessary server actions. Basically, we will create action files for topic, post, and comment creation. These files will host the functions that will handle the actions. These functions will help us to create specific post, topic, and comments using all the details fed by the user. For now, only create these files and mark the appropriate path that needs to be revalidated, as it is much easier to determine the visible changes and required revalidation earlier in production. Once we have built everything, it would be difficult to point out which file to update and revalidate. Simply create these 3 files inside the Actions folder and follow my code. Here you can see that I am moving both sign in and sign out function in their separate files. It's just a preference for better code management. You could avoid it if you like, but I suggest you follow my structure as these codes will grow much larger with app scale. One important suggestion here, you must put use server keyword on top of each file, else you may get some error. And the export syntax is obvious. If you find it hard to understand, then check out our previous to-do list app. There I've shown everything in details. Otherwise, you can also comment below, and I'll try my best to answer your queries. Now simply create the respective function in each of these action files and export them. Keep the names easy and relatable to the feature. It's obvious unless you like to make things weird. I'll name them Create Topic, Create Post, and Create Comment. Hope it's fine for you. After creating these files, export them all from the index file. In this way, you won't have to import each file individually to access their functions. We will simply call the action, and the index.ts file will serve all these exports on call. That's it. These 3 server actions are all that required for now. Maybe we will add a couple more later. For now, it's done. But wait, before wrapping up this session, let's add marks for revalidate in each of these actions. Note that create post function must revalidate the show topic page. It will clear the cache and refresh the displayed post list. Similarly, the create topic action must revalidate the home page, as for now, we are displaying all the topics there in the sidebar. On the other hand, the create comment action will revalidate the show post route to update the user of recent comments. We will also show comment count in home page, but I don't think it's required to immediately update the count in home page. Simple delay of 3-4 seconds for count update should not bother any user, I think. It will also save some resources. That's all for today's discussion. Today we start the session with path helpers. Then we create the folder structure following the paths. Lastly, we create the outline for required server actions. I hope you liked this video. If it was helpful, then drop a comment. Give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell. It will inform you about upcoming videos. In the next video, we will continue with this app. Stay tuned, keep learning, and keep coding. Thanks for watching TechnoSpace.